Every day along about evening, when the sunlight
Howdy. Notice anything different? Yeah, I'm wearing a jacket, albeit a windbreaker, but it's pretty cold this morning. It's actually kind of different. It's the wind that's doing it. Although the sun is not really giving much radiance. Looks like there's a little haze in the air. I wonder if the weather's changing a little bit. Although it's clear. So anyway. Oh, speaking of clear, I don't know if you can see it back there. Back off in the distance there. San Francisco Peaks over towards Grand Canyon. It's actually the road from Flagstaff up to Grand Canyon. Anyway, let's see if this warms up today. And only 45 miles to Kayenta, 3 more days of walking on the road. Oh boy. All right, look what we got going on here in the next 15 miles. Maybe I can find one that will give me a ride. Or at least carry my stuff, huh? That'd be fun. Like a modern day roundup. Get across the road here. All right, all clear. Oh. Well, that cold breeze this morning must have done me good. I've been like a horse out of the gate. Did just about 3 miles in 1 hour. Not bad. But anyway, I'm climbing a hill. The country's getting prettier and prettier. By the way, that's Cow Springs right there where I wanted to camp, but I was about 4 miles short before I ran out of light. But take a look at this. Getting into some more juniper tree area. And a little over 9 miles to Shanto, where I'm going to fill up on calories again. But right now, I'm going to fill up on Slim Jims and trail mix. That's a good healthy breakfast, right? Carbs, proteins, fats. So, oh, and by the way, I want to mention too that a couple of people stopped me, gave me some bottles of water. So thank you very much for that. Didn't catch your names. All right, so take a little break here and then 9 miles to Shanto. That way. I was just going to say, I've been walking along this train track and I haven't seen it since last night. Seen the train, that is. That's the coal train. Empty, going to get more stuff. From what I understand, this coal mine near Kayenta is slated to close down at the end of this year. The operator who runs it is pulling out just because it's becoming unprofitable. The Navajo were looking at ways to keep it open, but they finally decided, sign of the times, coal's on the decline. So in the short term at least, it's going to cause them a little bit of pain as far as their economy up here and employment. But hopefully they're able to find something that fills the void and gets them up and going. You know, sometimes a little pain is actually the thing that shines the light and gets something better going on. So let's hope that that's what happens here. About another hour down into Shanto, but it's always nice to find these spots when you're walking along the road, to find these spots that are off the road and somewhat concealed. Just kind of gives you a little sense of privacy. While at the same time, I guess you do get to watch the world go by still. So close I can taste it. Shanto Marketplace. What kind of good, healthy food will I have there? Pretty view, huh? Yep, pretty view. Look at this. Nothing but the finest dining establishments for me. Hiding out back of the Shanto Marketplace because the picnic table was taken. But look at this. I've been salivating for a Slurpee or a slushie or something ever since the Grand Canyon. And for watermelon. Aha. Alright, so got them both. This is course number 1. I already ate the hot dog. Wonder what will be for number 2. The back of the Shanto Marketplace. So here we are with Dominique, Ula, and Zuzia. Hello there.
Hi guys.
Hi.
So they're from Poland, doing the great Western American tour, and they're on their way to Monument Valley tonight.
Yeah.
And then Zuzia's not too happy being in the car seat all that time, are you?
No.
Yeah.
So anyway.
But hopefully she will be now.
Yeah. So we hung out for a little bit, and thank you very much for your company.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for
right.
your company, and have a
Good
good
luck.
trip.
Thank you very
Good
much.
luck.
And their 5-week journey is still a long way to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Well, I'm getting up to about 4 miles past Shanto. I think I consumed about 2,500 calories, maybe a little bit more. And then got myself a resupply of a bunch of junk, actually. Slim Jims, Pop-Tarts, other stuff that's going to last me for 2 days without having to use water. So this next stretch, as you can see up here, this next stretch to Kayenta is about 30 more miles. So I got to live on the food that I got there at Shanto, as well as 6 liters of water, along with a 12-ounce can of apricot nectar. So that's got to last me for 2 days. Let's keep our fingers crossed, huh? All right, signing off. Camping off the side of Highway 160. Nice sunset. And looks like, see what the weather does tomorrow. But maybe a little bit noisy. Train track right here, so I think the coal train's going to come through at least one time tonight. And then right off the side of the road right there, traffic does die down somewhat, or mostly during the night, but there's stuff that does come through every now and then. So, all right, Kayenta, 29 miles that way. Nighty night. Uh-oh. I I'm sitting here taking a break in these purple flowers that I don't know what they are. But I got this song stuck in my head now. Just like a few videos past, I had a song. So, extra credit if you can name the song before I get to the name of the song. And also extra credit if you can name what movie it's from. Now when I remember spring, all the joys that love can bring, I will be remembering the shadow of your smile.
Now when I remember spring, all the joy that love can bring, I will be remembering the shadow of your smile.
Well, that's a pretty sight down there. Yeah, topography is really changing. So anyway, down there around the bend and then around another bend, I'll be camping down there somewhere. Just depends where I stop for the night. Right now it's about 19 miles to Kayenta, so I've already done a little over 6 miles today, so maybe I'll do another 6, maybe 7, maybe 8, and then that'll give me 13 to 11 miles tomorrow to get to Kayenta. So at least I won't be getting in too late tomorrow, so that'll be nice. 73 miles, we're almost done. So anything good to eat over there? Yeah, really? I see your friends over there. Yeah? Okay. Well, go get some more to eat. I see these guys over here are just chopping away. Okay, it'll be alright. Mile marker 378 along Highway 160 in the Navajo Reservation. Guess it's a good place to stop for a snack. Air out my feet. I've gone about 3 miles in the past hour. I think 9 miles total for the day so far. And that puts me about 643 miles into the trip. A little bit, not too much left to get to the end, right? Well, while I've been sitting here at 378, I just had a one of those fruit leathers, watermelon flavored, and it reminded me how in all the Grand Canyon I had a watermelon craving. Sweet, juicy, cold watermelon. Now I'm having a craving of sitting in a little meadow next to a slow flowing stream with cold water in the upper basin down below Mather Pass in the Sierras. The cold water there, the little burbling sound, the meadow right up next to the stream, and then soaking a watermelon in the cold water and just eating from it. Nice, juicy watermelon, sweet, cold. Maybe that'll be the next trip. A trip to the Sierras so you can eat watermelon in the below Mather Pass. Oh boy. Ever had any cravings? Tell me about them. Well, that'd be kind of a fun little camping spot for tonight. But I don't see any way to get down there. And those boulders are kind of precariously perched. Well, let's see what else we can find. Maybe over on that side of the road. This is a pretty spot. And I think it's going to be home for tonight. Probably the prettiest roadside campsite of the whole trip. Let's make it work. Did about 16 miles today. About 11 more to go to Kayenta, down that way tomorrow. Here's a nice morning view on the way to Kayenta. I think I got about 10.5 miles to go. And I can taste that sweet, cold, juicy watermelon. That's been my cravings since the Grand Canyon. Come on, watermelon. Come on, watermelon. Let me ask you something here. On the bottom of that cloud, do you see a slightly reddish orange hue to it? It's ever so slight. I look at it with and without my sunglasses, and it looks like it's got that little reddish orange glow to it. Now it's midday, so it's not a sunset or sunrise thing. And so I don't know, is it picking up a reflection of the red dirt? I haven't noticed that before. I'd like to also say too that I've got like my final 6 miles into Kayenta, and just like in coming out of Tuba City, going into and coming out of Tuba City, this has been a kind of a chore to make it through, so I don't know what's going on. I'm making a good pace, but still, it's a chore. Alright, onward to Kayenta, and I just passed my second dead coyote on the road. About 5 miles from Kayenta, 5 miles southwest. Do you see what I see? Probably not. Here, let's try this. Kayenta. About 3 miles. The last mile is the longest. Look, it's downhill and then straight and flat.
When the sunlight's beginning to fail, I ride through the slumbering shadows along the Navajo trail. When it's night and crickets are calling,